So that's all right. Let's take it back a little bit because
we just went on it, innit?
that's all right. You've had a bit of a mad childhood and a bit of a mad life yourself. Like obviously, can you take it back to where the young Gavin's from? And
young Gav, yeah, man. I'm from Orway, Newport, Orway and Ringland. They're both like the neighbours, boom, right on each other. Do you know what I mean? When we got to walk through a street and you're in the other one. So I was living in Orway, stayed with my grandparents in Ringland as well. Mum and Dad had me when they were young. Happy days, man. He lived in Pearl. I spent a lot of time down in Pearl with my auntie as well. So when it comes to Newport, I always have Ringland, Orway and Pearl. Like a class I have, do you know what I mean? Yeah, man. Dad went to prison when I was young. He went to Dartmoor. He had 8 years in Dartmoor when I was about 5.
what was that for?
Drugs. Got caught bringing gear over the bridge. And they gave him 8 years, man. Yeah, he went to Dartmoor when I was about 5. If I'm right, when he was in Dartmoor after he was sentenced, started smoking gear. Obviously, Dartmoor back in the 90s, bro, was 95 was a mad place. So, that got hold of him. And then he came out then and sorted himself out a bit. But my dad was always a big fella, so he was always into robbing people and then crazy crack habit. And you know what they're like when someone who's on loads of steroids, who's a 19-stone man smoking dangerous people. So I used to roll with my dad when he used to come out and see some stuff like. But yeah, man, he's clean of heroin, still smokes crack. In that, the way I just said, that's a bit bad, isn't it? Sorry, Dad, I'm not saying it like that.
No, yeah, he still has a dabble.
Yeah, but yeah, man, he's getting there. He's 50 years of age now, and he seems to be like getting to a place where this is not for me. But he's got 2 valves in his hat instead of the 4 that we have. A couple of, do you know what I mean? Almost had his legs off from. Do you know what I mean? This is like This is like 25 years of being in that life. Lives with my uncle. My uncle's still on the gear.
Are they tight them to end?
You know the drill, bro. When I watched your podcast, man, and you was on about you and your uncle, but you was saying nothing but like you didn't want to blame your uncle either. Do you know what I mean? Type of thing. And my uncle won't blame my dad. And like, but do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in Newport, I know my uncle's age group. I know like five people. They're my friends too now. Do you get me? Because I'm older. We're friends, innit? And they say to me, if your dad's the first person to give me that, do you know what I mean? So for me...
It sounds like your dad was the kiddie bringing all the work in, like back in the day, like, do you know what I mean?
You got to remember, in them early days, people was going over to Bristol or somewhere like that to grip your pieces and that, do you know what I mean?
And heroin weren't really a thing back then, like, he would have probably been one of the first guys bringing it in.
Genuinely, bro, he tells me, that's what they tell me, like, a couple of the people that are smoking in Newport are like, and a lot of them are getting clean as well, it's wicked to see, bro. Yeah. So drugs have always... That aspect has always been there, do you know what I mean? And then my dad married Muslim, married in Pakistan and over here, but he married a Muslim lady, Nani, and they had, I got 2 brothers with them, half Pakistani, half English, and a Pakistani sister. They're legends.
Are they from Pakistan? Are they from here?
They're from here. They're from here, yeah. And yeah, man, their mum got murdered when I was about 13. She got burnt alive in a car. What she used to do is she was on drugs hard as well with my dad for years. She used to she had some information over another Pakistani man. And obviously, I think the family would have disowned the Pakistani man if they knew a couple of things about this. Obviously, they stick together big time, do you know what I mean? So she must have been, he was a taxi driver, I believe. She must have been bribing him here and there whenever she could. Getting a little change out of him when she see him. He must have had enough of it. He's locked it in the car, burnt the car. She was burnt alive in the car, do you get me? So yeah, man.
What, it's not like, they weren't like she was like kind of sleeping and
no.
She was in there and he
locked it and burnt it, like, do you get me? And obviously they must have, I think they might have even been smoking something or whatever.
Was that in Newport, was it?
Yeah, Dufferin.
In Dufferin,
yeah, the car ended up. That's where they had done it in Dufferin. Yeah.
Fucking hell, mate! How old are you at the time?
13.
And what, was you close to it at all? Like,
yeah, man. She used to pick me up every Saturday swimming and all that. You get me, bro?
What was that like? You know, the news and that.
It was pretty rough, but you need to understand. And if my other brothers and sisters see this, they'll probably feel away. But I got a mother in it that's still alive. That's my rock in it. Like this lady, I also understood. She was my stepmother, but the reason I was around her was because of my father, do you get me? So I was always going home to my mother. So, but it was rough because I was seeing my dad go through what he was going through. And obviously it was all new to me being in mosques and stuff for funerals in mosques. You got like open casket with the caskets with the ladies and then all the men. Do you know what I mean? And you got to realise then I'm in a funeral. I laugh at it now, but back then it was a bit mad. Because only two white people and it was me and my dad. You get me? So we're at the back. It's just mad.